Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to the chat. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the live. It's Friday, and I see that you're here. So that means you survived the week. How are you doing? How are y'all doing today? How are y'all doing today? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. I'm excited to be here with you guys to talk about or to continue our conversation on culture in your leisure time. What does culture have to do with your leisure time? So I'm going to go ahead and add a Q&A. Yay. Where are you from? Where are you from? If you don't tell me where you from, hold on, wait. You don't tell me where your mama from, where your daddy stay, where your granny stay, or what'd he say? I forgot what he said. But if you don't tell me where you from, we're going to have a problem. So tell me where you from. If you're watching the replay, comment below in the chat. Just tell me where you're from. Are you from America? Are you from Mexico? Are you from India? Are you from Europe, like Paris? Are you from Spain? Are you from, where y'all be from? Y'all be from all around. You from Canada? Okay. Hey, Famita. New Jersey. Shout out to New Jersey. Shout out to New Jersey. We're talking about culture today. That's why I'm asking. I want to know. I want to know. How are you doing today, friend? Yay, you are number one. Period. Shout out to you for being number one on the chat. You're the first person to answer my question and everything. I love it. I love it. I love it. So we're just going to go ahead and continue our conversation. We're going to wait a little bit to see who all comes in here. Y'all, I was just shedding tears just a minute ago. Shedding tears. But it was good tears. It was good tears. I was like, oh. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, I just saw 333. I love the energy. Okay, girl. You know how I feel about those things. Hello. Bring some positive energy today. On this lovely Friday. On this lovely Friday, let's bring in some positive energy. Hi, baby. We're going to have some positive energy today. Good things will happen. We'll have some amazing conversations today. I will get to know y'all today a little bit more than what I've been knowing y'all, because we're going to talk about culture. And when you know somebody's culture, you know what's consistently affecting them. What they are bouncing between. What they think about when they make decisions. Who they are. On another level. So this is the importance of culture. We're going to get into it in just a second. It's okay, girlie. It's okay. We're going to be talking about the perception of leisure, like perception of not having enough leisure time based on cultural ideas. We're going to talk about some of the emotions, the low vibrating emotions that your culture may have put off on you, such as shame, low self-worth, you know, seeing leisure as a lazy thing. We're going to talk about the difference in different cultures in regards to how they spend their leisure time. We kind of talked about it last, when was that? Monday. We got into the topic of leisure in culture. We're just going to finish it up today because there's so much to talk about. Like, we could probably go on and on and on about this, but we're just going to spend just the rest of this live. And I'm excited. I think because today's Friday. So next time I come on here on Sunday when I come on here again, we're going to talk about leisure and marriage. Because y'all know if y'all my loyal, y'all be here all the time. Y'all know what these people be saying in my comments all the time. So I'm excited because that's what we're going to talk about, because it's like, why not? And also in the future, I believe once we're done with this leisure conversation, which will be a little bit of time, the next conversation that we will be having will be about marriage. Because I feel like so many people say that in my comments, it has to be a topic. We got to manifest marriage together. So we're going to manifest leisure time. Once you're grounded in that, where I been? Girl, you know, I've been working. Where you been? Hey, Shasta, how you doing, baby? So yes, after we get done with this conversation, we're going to have a conversation on marriage, but that will be a little bit from now. I just want to prepare y'all. I just want to see who's excited, because so many people say it. I know y'all will be excited. I know. You been looking for me? I changed my schedule. So now I'm kind of like trying to figure it out when I should come on live. I'm not gonna lie, Fridays be a little dead. So I'm thinking maybe I should start coming on live a little bit earlier in the week. But so far what I was thinking was Sunday, Monday, and Friday for these conversations where we're manifesting through gratitude. And then on Thursdays, of course, I come on here for tarot. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But I feel like my YouTube don't be caught up, because it be telling me like these are when your people are on live. Then when I come on live, my people don't be on live. So I'm like, YouTube, you lying. I gotta figure out when my people be on live. Cause how am I supposed to be seen by y'all? You get notifications? So y'all gotta turn y'all's notifications on. Y'all gotta turn y'all's notifications on, y'all. You been on every day? Girl, what? Thank you. See? Yeah, I don't know. It's very interesting being on YouTube, especially like growing so quickly. Well, I didn't grow like, hey Anderson, I grew quickly in a short amount of time, right? So experiencing that and then coming down like back to what I kind of was used to already, it's very interesting how the algorithm works, because I know that people are looking. Like, I know people are interested. I just don't think the algorithm is suggesting my videos. So I got to figure out how to get the algorithm to suggest my videos and put me back up there, because I think people are actually missing out. You know, I think people are like, where'd she go? Where's the conversations? I think another issue is that I both changed my schedule. So I come on live at nighttime now instead of the morning, like I was doing in July. And I changed the topic. I was talking about money. You know, people love some money. So you change the topic, you change the schedule. That's a lot of change in one time. The algorithm was like, girl, who are you? So who knows? I'm just gonna keep working at it, figuring out how to work with this algorithm, because again, I know people are out there who want to watch these videos and participate in this conversation. So you said, I wonder if I could just get notified when you are on. I'll turn it on now. Yeah, I think post notifications. I don't really know how you turn post notifications on, but I think it may be a bell. Let me go look at my YouTube on this phone so I can see how you do it. Let's see. And then YouTube be lying. Thank you, Shasta. YouTube be lying. It be lying so much. Yeah, so when you go to the channel, when you hit the subscribe button, it says get notified. Like, it has a bell, and it says, like, what does it say? It says something about notified. So I don't know exactly. Yeah, they all messed up. But you know what? We here. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but we're here. We're here. We're making it. We're going to have our conversation regardless. YouTube being on some weird stuff. Shoot, I'm going to have to start going to TikTok. No, I'm playing. I ain't going to do that. But we're going to go ahead and get into our conversation regardless, because I want to continue talking about how y'all's culture, how our culture affects how we spend our leisure time. So mind you, if you guys are new to this conversation, leisure time, doesn't it sound fancy? Doesn't it sound rich? Yes, Shasta, you gonna find me. Doesn't leisure time sound rich? It sounds like something like a billionaire would have, right? But in all actuality, you, my common people, such as me, we have leisure time as well. Leisure time is actually an everyday experience for all of us. And it's also not just an everyday experience, it's a must-have experience in order for you to grow. If you're on this channel, I know that you are most likely somebody who is interested in personal development, becoming a better person, making more money, being prettier, being smarter, being more aware, and manifesting the hell out of your life. So the importance of leisure time is for you to get some downtime in order for your mind, body, and spirit to process things for you mentally, emotionally, physically. You're processing, and then what happens is, boom, now you get into a flow state. A lot of times you can get into a flow state with leisure time, and you can manifest more while you're in your leisure time. So the basic information that you need to know about leisure time is the time that you have where you have zero responsibilities. You don't gotta cook. You're not worried about the bills. You're not worried about no kids. You're not worried about going to work. You're not worried about cleaning up nothing. Leisure time is time where you can just sit down and say, I have shit else to do. I don't have nothing else to do. I don't need to do anything. I don't have to do anything. I can just be in this moment. So when you have that time, science says that you need about 2 to 5 hours a day. 2 to 5 hours a day. Now, mind you, if you think about it, depending on your schedule, you sleep what, 6 to 9 hours? Okay, that's 24 hours, and within 24 hours, 6 to 9 hours. You go to work, what, like 8 to 12 hours, depending on what you do, you know. You got to commute, depending on where you live. There's some people whose commute is an hour. So you go back and forth to work, that's damn near 3 hours. Not your daddy texts you when it's dinner. Girl, put this on the side in the background. So then sometimes leisure time, and we're going to get way more into detail about what's what when it comes to leisure time, but understand that leisure time is a fine line, because some things are not restorative. When you think about leisure time is going to restore your energy. It's going to make you feel restorative. And restorative means feels good. You're going to feel like you have energy when you do these things. You're going to feel good about yourself, right? So if you're doing some type of hobby or activity and you don't feel good about it, it's not leisure. So it's a lot that goes into having appropriate leisure time. It's a very in-depth conversation, and that's why we're having it. So today we're going to talk about how your culture affects your leisure time. Culture being the environment that you were raised in, the people, that created traditions and the values that y'all had. So there's different types of cultures. We have the Asian, Chinese culture. You have Indian culture. You have American culture. You have Mexican culture. You even can have Canadian culture, which I don't really hear much about Canadian culture, but that is a thing. Oh, they always say Canadians are really nice. They're really nice. So you have different types of cultures, and you live your life in that reality, basing your reactions to the world on the culture that you was raised around, whether you know it or not. There are some cultures where women are not allowed to speak when men are in the room. So that doesn't mean that just because you're in a new environment that you're going to change your reaction to speaking just because you're not around people in your culture. You're still going to maintain that program that you have. That's not a good or bad program. That's just is, mind you. So this is the importance of understanding, well, what culture am I from and what has it taught me about how I spend my leisure time? Has it made me be indulgent, which we discussed the other live where we talked about, okay, shout out to the Arab. You say I have hell though. You have hell though? What you mean you got hell though? So, what was I saying? Yeah, so do you have a more indulgent culture like Latin, Mexican culture? Is considered more indulgent culture where they spend a lot of time doing leisurely activities, siestas, parties, fiestas? Or do you have a more, what was the word? What's the word that I'm looking for? Do you have a more, a culture that's more restrained? Meaning that they probably, oh, you give them hell? Oh, girl, I know you give them hell, Shasta. I know you give them hell, girl. And so if you have a more restrained culture, that means that, you know, your leisure time is not just going to be spent on doing just anything. You're probably going to use your leisure time to do something that feels like you're investing in yourself. It's not just going to be something where you're just relaxing on the beach most of the time and with nothing to do, right? So let's get into the conversation. Let's talk about how different cultures may perceive leisure time, right? So when you think about it, leisure constraints differ from different people, right? So you have, you know, you may have immigrants or other marginalized communities like Black and brown people, such as myself, versus like an American white person. Their leisure time is going to be spent differently, and they're going to react to their leisurely time differently. So leisure time constraints, meaning that they may not be able to have as much of a high quality leisure time or much of leisure time due to time that they have, the safety of how they spend their leisure time, the financial stresses that they may have, and social acceptance, right? So that constrains, meaning constricts, makes it smaller, the way that they can spend or how much leisure time that they may have. So definitely cultural pressures as well as economic stressors. Economic meaning money, the money environment, what's going on with the United States with the money, that's economic. It can really reduce what people see as possible free time. Also, gender roles and expectations play a big part in free time. So in many cultures, women do more unpaid or caregiving, which cuts into leisure time more than it shows in simple time use stats. So we're going to have another conversation about gender and leisure time, because when you're aware of this, you can manifest it better for yourself. You can shift the mindset that you may have around leisure time. So fun fact, men typically have more leisure time than women, because women have more responsibilities more often: cleaning, cooking, taking care of children, taking care of themselves, taking care of family members, right? But they also found that women have more quality leisure time compared to men. So I find that stat very interesting, that although women tend to have less leisure time, we value that and we create a quality experience at the end of the day. So that's also an example of how your leisure time can be constrained. If you have responsibilities, if you have to take care of a family, you got to take care of yourself, you got to cook, you got to clean, that's going to constrain the amount of leisure time that you have. Hey, John. So another thing is some of the emotional scripts or the mindset around emotions that your culture may have given off to you, right? So these could be, again, shame, guilt, value yourself, self-worth. So some people don't know how to sit down and relax and just rest without having nothing to do. They start to feel guilty or shameful, especially if you come from a culture that has a more restrained, leisurely experience. You come from a culture that didn't allow you to just do things that were interesting or fun for you, like go and play sports. They had you in there playing pianos and writing out 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 all day. That's going to change how you experience your leisurely time. It may not be as leisurely. It actually may not be restorative at all. You may not know how to relax. Sometimes we gotta learn how to relax. So some cultures see rest as laziness. Mind you, it doesn't have to be a culture, because within cultures there are people. So, you may come from a culture where, like, Mexican culture is an indulgent culture who values leisure time, but you may come from a Mexican home where your mama never let you sit down. She like, get up, go clean, go do this, go do this, go run this, go do this, right? So that's your culture. They want you to get up and do stuff all the time. Yeah. So what happens is, when you start to experience leisure time, you may start to feel guilt or shame if you come from a culture like that. And then others, rest can be more openly accepted. I would say also from like high quality areas, maybe like Denmark and stuff like that. Also France, Paris, stuff like that. I think they also have more leisurely time where they're allowed to relax without having expectations of what will be happening, right? So, okay, shout out to Turkey. Welcome, Turkey, to the live. Hey, Rorico, how are you? Oh, I'm seeing 2. Okay. So we talked about this in the last one. Hey, Airly. Collectivist cultures, like Indian cultures, collectivist meaning they value family more, spending more time around people, groups of people especially. So if you come from a culture like that where y'all's values is being around family often, then you may feel guilty or ashamed when you have shout out to you, baby girl. How are you enjoying it, Airly? Let me know. I'm excited for you, babe. So if you come from like a collectivist culture, again, that's a culture where you may spend a lot of time around your family more often. When you have leisure time, when you have free time, you go spend it around people, right? Your friends, your family. When you have leisure time, especially by yourself, you may feel uncomfortable, ashamed, or anxious. Aww. I'm excited, Airly. I'm excited. Yay. You can also maybe have people who guilt trip you as well. So you have family members who see you got free time. They expect you to be doing something. They're like, why you not taking your grandma to the bank? You just sitting here on this couch, take your grandma to the bank. But it's like, why you don't take grandma to the bank? Why you don't take abuela to the bank? Why you don't take, I don't know how to say grandma in any other language. That's it. But these things can also limit the amount of leisure time that you guys experience. Just do based off of your cultural experience. I want to get a little bit deeper into these emotional scripts that cultures can give. Let's see. Situ. So your situ needs to go to the bank. You sitting here on the couch, they tell you, get your ass up and take situ to the bank. They like, but I don't want to go to the bank. I was just resting. I'm really trying to get my leisurely time in and get some restoration. Grand mir. Okay, grand mir. So also, like you said, Shasi, you said me. Yeah. Arabian cultures, India, Turkey, they tend to be more collectivist cultures. And so they'll probably place more shame when they see you have a leisurely time, especially by yourself. they also see it more as your behavior reflects who we are. So it could be a little bit, it sounds like it could be a little bit more codependent, like how you act is a reflection of us, right? There's no separation in between. So they see you having leisure time, they may feel bad about themselves. That makes sense. Versus people like me, I'm from America. And we're more individualistic culture. So we sitting up here, we more focused on us, like as a unit by ourselves. We're not focused on the bigger picture most of the time. And so we are more focused on our inner moral compass. So what we feel is right or wrong, not what other people are feeling. We're focused on our own personal responsibility, evaluating ourselves, right? So a more collectivist, if you come from a culture like that, you're going to be more prone to having shame and guilt when you experience leisure. So that's something that you should probably address if you come from a culture like that when it comes to leisure. Because leisure is supposed to be restorative. Leisure is supposed to give you energy. Leisure is supposed to support you in manifestation. Hey, Scott, you was born and raised in Washington State? Ooh. Okay, Twilight. Oh, wait, is Seattle, that's Seattle, Washington? I think Seattle's in Washington. Girl, what? Ooh. So, wow. Port Angeles. I never heard of that before. That must be close to Los Angeles. No, I don't know anything about that. Girl, Shasta, what? But that's so crazy. And that's another reason why women most of the time have less leisure time than men, because the women are doing the slack for the man more often when they're raised in a community like that. Ooh, I bet. So, Shasta, you never had to have that experience where you have to do those things? Ooh. But even growing up, I can say for sure that I don't think my brother has ever cooked a meal for the whole family. But I definitely cooked meals. In elementary school, I was cooking meals. In high school, middle school, it wasn't all the time. It wasn't every single day or nothing. But I was definitely cooking meals, cleaning, and stuff like that for the house. So young women especially, are often put in that time constraint too. So that's why we probably value leisure time so much more, and we enjoy our leisure time more often, because shit, when do we ever get this, Scott, you said, girl, not Scott a vampire. We got a vampire on the line. That's why you said don't. Ah. Tell the Cullens I said hey. Thank you, John. I appreciate you. I wish that TikTok did like the hearts and stuff when when you like do something to like create a heart. Okay, really, girl. I love y'all too. Hey, Bama, welcome back, baby. Scott said I'm sick of the Twilight talk. He said never again. Okay, so let's talk about it. So yeah, so that's something again to pay attention to. If y'all know. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, Rico. Thank you, John. I appreciate y'all. Did I see sinners? Of course I seen sinners. Of course I seen sinners. What made you ask that? Oh, because we're talking about vampires? Oh yeah, Sinners was a good movie. Hey, Byron. Oh, you think that she is happy in marriage? Because I don't know. If it's an arranged marriage, I don't know how that works. I don't know. You from home? Oh, you don't think she happy? Well, it's a little sad, but that's the culture. That's her culture, and that is really the importance of understanding your culture and trying to understand if you really agree with it or not. Because if you just go along with the culture is saying, like, you may not be happy. Not every culture, just because you're born in that culture, is the culture that's for you. Culture is culture and it's beautiful regardless, because it's a reason why they do the things that they do. But that doesn't mean that it works for you as an individual, you know? It is sick. Oh. So understand, if especially like if you're Indian, Middle Eastern, for sure, you're gonna be more prone to shame and guilt. You're going to have a guilty conscience. You're going to have a guilty conscience. It's going to be more natural for you to have a guilty conscience, like, more often than other people. Unless you are westernized. Maybe if you Americanized, you might not give a fuck as much. But if you born and raised, you most likely will have that more often. So shout out to my Indian people in the chat, all my Middle Eastern people, because I know y'all out there. Understand that y'all shame and guilt over leisurely time and really being to yourself and enjoying your own time, you will have it longer than someone from America. And again, understand that that's just an emotion. It's something that you have to express. It's a reason why you're going to feel shame and guilt. It's because the reactions that you may have had built that programming within you. So you have to understand for yourself, is this how I want to feel when I'm just restoring myself? I always imagine leisure time like when you're on your computer, but you're not on it for a long time. So like the screen gets dark and it starts to like do like the up and down. That's how I see leisure time. I don't know what you call that, but when your computer go off, but it's still on, but it's just the screen is just. That's how I see leisure time. Also, how else do I see leisure time? It's processing. Like when things are processing, it's processing. Those are how I see leisure time. It's a must to conserve energy. Oh, girl, what? Girl, I'll be single too. After taking care of my whole family, my brother's cooking and cleaning, then my husband do some crazy stuff like that. Girl, ain't no reason to be married after that. It's time to live a good single life. John, you said maintaining. Okay, maintaining, the great maintainer. Y'all know God is the great maintainer. We got the gods in the chat. Scott, you said arranged marriage is an odd one. Some work out well, while others are forcing a woman into a life of. I don't think it's right, but it's also not really my place to have an opinion, you know? Yeah, I understand where you coming from, Scott. You not Indian, Byron. When you say Indian, you say you got that in your blood. Native American or India? Indian from India. Hey, GR, sleep mode. Yeah, sleep mode. Thank you. They still trying to arrange marriage around here? I wouldn't mind an arranged marriage. But it gotta be from certain people. I'm just not gonna get it from just anybody. But a little arranged marriage, you know, what's up? I feel like you know me. If you know me well enough, you're gonna know who to put me with. You're gonna know exactly. I'm like, I know the perfect person for you. Scott, no, for real. That's like, I'm American. That's what they say. Dot our feather. That's what they say. Oh, you got family that's Indian? Y'all know I'm Native American. Shout out to the Cherokee, the Muskogee people. So again, you come from an Indian culture, you're gonna have a mindset of it's my duty. You're gonna think I'm gonna have karma if I don't do this. Mind you, these are just mindsets. Everything is neutral. Shout out. I think you said shout out to you. Thank you. You're gonna hold these emotional weights a little bit heavier than anybody else, and your self-worth is going to be connected to your relationship with your family and your ethical situations and how you're viewed socially. Does that mean that's your self-worth is actually based on that? No, that's just your mindset is set up for your self-worth to be based on that. So even in how you spend your leisure time, you're going to think, is this socially acceptable? Dang. See, and so you can see with that story that Shots are telling us that this young lady is basing her decisions on her culture, her cultural values, and on the social pressure of her family members. So y'all doing the same thing with your leisure time. This y'all's life. Choose it. Every day is a new day to choose what you want for yourself. So also in Turkey, shame and guilt have a strong cultural weight as well. So shame impairs perspective, taking more than guilt, right? So when you feel ashamed, you're going to see things differently more than if you feel guilty. Because shame is more of a social response, guilt is a more personal response, right? Some people feel shame because they're like, okay, people are going to look at me differently. And then other people feel guilty because it's more like I feel bad, right? So understanding that shame is more activating socially, maybe more constant in relational and family expectations. That means that in your friends, your family, all these, this is where you're going to start feeling shame. This is why you're feeling shameful, because of your reaction that comes, or not your, but the reaction that comes from your friends, family, and your culture. Yeah. Often with Americans, we as Americans feel like we have to justify having leisure time through productivity. You got to also understand that America's we are moving out of that industrial age, right? Where everybody went to work, even the kids was in the coal mines, right? So moving out of that age, we're coming from work, 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 get to the ball. Even the way that our education system is set up, is to put people in the work field. The education system is not in America, mind you. We're talking about America. The education system in America is not set up to allow us to be individual beings that contribute successfully to society. Successfully, I don't know. It's set up for people to get to the GED, not GED, get to your high school diploma, maybe college, and then go to work. We need you to work for these companies, for these corporations, right? So when you think about it, our culture is not set up for us to 100% value our leisure time. It's set up for us to work so that the people at the top, I hate to be like this, but the people at the top can value their leisure time. So at the end of the day, we think more in a guilty state, like I should be working more, I should be doing something, like work, work, work. We're not, as an individualistic culture, we're not thinking more like, oh, my family's going to be ashamed of me, right? Or we're not thinking, oh, the social pressures of me enjoying my leisure time. Scott, you said complete this task that may or may not have value. U.S. educational system. So yeah. So these are like the emotional scripts that you could be having. Guilt, shame, anxiety, fear. Just from experiencing your leisure time, just based off the culture that you are from. And your self-worth could be very valued to these topics as well. Your self-worth as an American could be tied to, am I doing anything? Am I making money? Am I being productive? Or, and that doesn't mean just because you are not American, you can't have that same mindset going on. You could be from Africa, you could be from Europe and have that same mindset happening. But I'm just saying this because I'm an American. I know what's going on in America. So these are little things that you should think about when it comes to your leisure time and how you may be experiencing it. You said my culture is big on education, but the downtrodden only worry about the man. But my family, who had some money, made sure all of us went to college. Yeah. And it's so funny how, a lot of cultures are heavily tend to focus on men. But I just really feel like if more people tended to take care of the women first, the men would follow suit. If the women were the priority, the men would have no choice but to follow suit of what the women are doing, because the women are raising the man. So it's like we teach men to be something, and the number one programmer, y'all teaching them not to be, you know? Well, I'm in America. So in America, women are, going to college more often, you know, being Miss Independent or whatever. But that's just a thought. You say you would associate anxiety more so with shame than guilt. Mm, I don't know. I would just associate them the same. I think that it's just the way that people internalize those feelings that changes how much one would have anxiety. Because again, I feel like guilt is just more personal. So maybe it could be more with shame, because guilt is more personal. If nobody knows what you're guilty of, your anxiety may not be as high. But if your anxiety comes from social and you have to go about being outside, being around people, you may feel that more often. So I don't know. That's a good one. I didn't think about it. I lost my place. I'm trying to find it. Hey, compartis darito. No say. No say. But I think that's very interesting when we think about collectivist versus individualist cultures. I think it's very interesting. I'm trying to find my place where I was just at. I lost it, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay. Hold on, I'm not trying to get distracted real quick. Let me figure out where I was. Oh, yeah. So the countries that have a little bit more high quality leisure time is Denmark, France, Spain, Norway, Finland, Belgium, Netherlands, which I find very interesting that these are all European countries. They have a better work-life balance. Interesting, because it's saying with this, right? So they have more high quality leisure time because of where they are, right? So one thing that really dictates that is climate, geography, and the environment. So how accessible is nature to you? How often are you receiving daylight? How safe do you feel? This is what's going to affect how restful your leisurely time is. So that's very interesting, how close you are to nature, because nature is obviously the most restorative thing that a human being could experience. So if you live in a big city like, let's say, New York, your leisurely time is not going to be as restful, unless you are in New York and straight down to the bone, where you just tune out all the noise that's coming from outside. So Chelsea, you said trust. My family were very respected. Not because of duty. Oh, I love that for you. So you feel like you had a choice, whereas other people who's in your culture didn't have that choice because you was raised by a strong, independent woman. Women should have more of an equal role in society around the world. Yeah. But I just find things like that funny to me, because as a woman and knowing what a woman is, the woman is an original being, right? Obviously you can't have a man without having a woman. And when you think about it, the women's, I don't know what you call it, XX chromosome is the original chromosome, right? Because what is an XY chromosome? An XY chromosome is broken. It's not original. I don't know the word for it exactly, but it's not original, right? So to be the original being on the planet Earth, and then to allow man, and then to be the most prominent being, right? Unless you were like in China or something where they used to get rid of all the girls, and that's the reason why there's not more women than men. To be the majority being on the world, I don't know. It's just interesting to see women allow men to do that, because I feel like it's something that was allowed. I don't know the history of these cultures either, but it's something that had to be first allowed, and then over time it may have shifted. But I don't see you being the more dominant, powerful being, and then you allow yourself to be constricted by something that is a false version of you. Side note, I'm not trying to get off topic, but that's why most of the time men more often have more genetic issues than women, because y'all not the original chromosomes. But we're not gonna get into it. Bam, I'm from America, baby. Do you think city versus country has more or less of an effect on leisure than your latitude? Yeah, because country is more surrounded by nature. Cities, you're gonna be more surrounded by concrete. I mean, depending on what city you're from, but it's still gonna be more city. When you in the country, you got pure land to experience. And as soon as you're around pure land, that's what, like, grounding is what, like, if y'all research grounding, that is restoring you, right? It's taking away whatever negative energy in you and refilling you with positive energy. I'm not the scientist to explain exactly what's happening when grounding happens, but I know that that's something that happens for a fact. So I definitely think country is definitely going to be more restorative. So also your leisure time is not just, if you broke, your leisurely time may not be as high quality. You say your faves. And how you perceive it at the end of the day based on your culture. So I just got distracted with a different conversation, but there we go. So people enjoy leisure time differently. Some people may enjoy to be quiet, and be in their solitude, have silence, reading, meditating, while others prefer to be around their community. Shout out to Israel. Is that Muslim? Is that a Muslim culture? So, depending on that could change how you perceive leisure. That's why I'm going to keep saying this. Your experience with leisure is going to be a fine line. It's different for everybody, and it has to be restorative at the end of the day. So yeah, being around people can be restorative, high quality leisurely time. Oh, it's Jewish. Shout out to, okay. So your leisure time, you may be hanging around groups of people, which is considered a restorative form of leisure time, having high quality conversations. But what if you get anxiety being around people? So then maybe that's not going to be the type of leisure time that you're going to experience. Maybe you're going to have a leisure time that's more focused on sitting by yourself, being in your own space, maybe even people watching. You're still around people, but you don't have to interact with them as much. So understand that you're going to experience that differently, also based on your culture. Your culture may prioritize meditation over group prayer, or like if you maybe go to like Baptist church, that's a culture within itself, right? You may prioritize your leisurely time going to go read the Bible, going to go to church, And we're going to talk about that too. How your religion affects how you spend your leisure time. Not today, but it's a great conversation to have. So yeah, again, culture definitely shapes what's considered restful or high quality in regards to your leisure time. Leadership should be a dual role. Men and women together. It's time for a change. The two X chromosomes are more beneficial than the Y chromosomes together. Yeah, definitely together, because you definitely have to have the spectrum. You know, I'm a woman, so I got to root for the women all the time. I'm a woman first. I'm a woman. Scott said, I might have said this in a different live, but introverts recharge alone while extroverts recharge in social settings. Yeah. Yeah. And you can kind of see that, like, how you have the individualist culture versus the collectivist culture. It's kind of giving interest. It's not the same, of course. It's not the same, but you know, I can see a comparison between introvert versus extrovert. Right? You're more in a collectivist culture. You're going to be a little bit more extroverted in groups of people. You know, maybe. This is just what I'm saying. There's no studies on that I've looked up, at least. But so there was a study done in 2021 that said people in different countries showed a large difference in how much time they preferred to take off from work, and how satisfied they were with the leisure time that they experienced, and what kind of leisure time that they did, like active or restful. So think about America. How many Americans you know taking off a couple of weeks to go just rest and relax? How many Americans do you know taking off 3 days, baby? 3 days. Also understand that's a constraint that occurs with leisure time most of the time because of finances. Most of the time they don't have the money to do that. You miss a couple of days of work. Now some people, they live paycheck to paycheck. You behind on your bills. You may not be getting salary to where you're going to get that money regardless of if you're there or not. So these are the things that's going to affect your ability to have leisure time. So you want to think about how you spend your leisure time. You want to think about, well, what's affecting my ability to have leisure time or quality leisure time? Do you feel like your job is taking too much of you for you to experience leisure time? It's time to get to manifesting a higher quality job that allows you to get more restorative leisurely time. And it's possible. It's very possible for you to manifest something that you're aligned to already. Especially if you're in this conversation right now, you're in this conversation, you're listening to it, you most likely desire to have a higher quality leisure time. And that's perfectly okay to have that desire. And it's perfectly possible for that desire to come to you with ease and grace. So just put it on your to-do list. Manifest it every single day. Take some time out to be like, hey, this is where I'm moving towards. You will your life. You will your life. Imagine you're in the car, you're driving, you have the steering wheel. You're the one willing it. You may not be the one actually doing the work to get there. Your body doing the work. But you there. You the GPS. You tell them, go this way. Go this way. So let's get a little bit into it, because mental health and culture is a big deal as well. And mental health can affect how you experience leisure time. So mental health, financial insecurities, family obligations, and cultural expectations are going to be what's affecting how you experience leisure time. So if you feel like you're dealing with these things, thank you, DRK Vlogs. Make sure y'all like the live. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you feel like you're dealing with some of these things, even when you actually do have leisure time, it's probably not going to be as restorative, because you're constantly thinking about, oh, bills. Oh, I got to do this. I got to do this. Oh, I got to take my grandma to the bank. Hey, Ramah Krishna. You're going to be thinking, oh, I got to pay the light bill. Oh, my cousin got that graduation. Oh, I got to go pick the kids up from school. Oh, whatever mental health disorder you have. Oh, all this anxiety. Oh, bipolar depression. Oh, depression. You know? So These are other things that you have to make peace with in order for you to have quality leisure time, right? Also, you think of the identity that you come from, which is also shaped by your culture. You see yourself as, I'm a busy person. I'm a go-getter. I'm always making money. I'm always getting to the bag. Thank you, baby. I am the breadwinner for my family. If you see yourself as that, it's maybe a little bit harder for you to enjoy your leisure time, because you're going to be thinking, well, this does not align to who I am, so how can I enjoy this? Right? It's going to cause some inner conflict. Holiday or vacation is paid for just like healthcare and college. Girl, being American is crazy. There's a lot of things we're missing out on here. So many things we're missing. So many. Okay, so just based on different cultures, when you think about leisure time, it's going to put you in the flow state. The flow state is a state where you're really not, you're just so engaged in what you're doing. You have no other thoughts except for what you're doing. I'm telling you guys, that's why you get to the leisure time. When you get to leisure time, you get in the flow state. You get in the flow state, you can manifest whatever you want. It comes pretty quickly. And we have to get those limiting beliefs out of our mind. We got to get the shame, the guilt for not being around Nunu and Uncle and Auntie and Grandma. We gotta get the shame out, the guilt out for not going to hang out with our friends before prioritizing our own leisure time. We have to get the identity set up to say, hey, I am a human, and a human needs 2 to 5 hours of leisure time every day to be successful, to self-actualize. We got to get the mindset right to prepare the stream of enjoying our leisure time, the stream, the flow that will occur when we enjoy our leisure time. Once we can get those mindsets, those limiting emotions out of the way, we can enjoy our leisure time. So that's the first thing I want us to think about. What culture did we come from? What did our culture teach us about leisure? What does that mean about who I am? Me as an African-American Black woman in my leisure time. Because, baby, that's why this is why this is my brand. Because I feel like I've always had leisure time. And once I started realizing, where the fuck is my leisure time? I said, something ain't right. This is not me. This is not me. I am Meiana. Meiana has a leisurely life. Period. So I said, let me focus on my brand. Because that's who I am. And Meiana's leisure time doesn't look like everybody's leisure time. It doesn't. Your leisure time may look different than my leisure time. You may like to travel in your free time. You may like to travel country to country. Sometimes traveling country to country stresses me out. So I much rather travel to the lake and go hang out at the lake. You know? I much rather go bring my journal and journal at the lake. While you may rather go, go hang out at a lounge with your friends. Maybe once a month, every 2 months, I may go out and hang out. But it also depends on, like, so many things change. So many things change. You can't ever just say, this is who I am in one moment. Because I am who I am because of what's going on in my environment. But if these things were not occurring in my environment, I may switch it up. Thank y'all. Y'all my besties. Y'all my YouTube besties. Shasta said, as long as you love what you do for work, then you never really work a day in your life. Yep. So yeah, everybody has constraints on leisure time. If you got a job, you work, you got family, you got responsibilities, you most likely gonna have some type of constraints on your leisure time. But that does not mean that you cannot focus on leisure time. So personally, y'all want to know something funny? John, stop it. Stop it. Y'all know something funny? So I've been telling myself, okay, the hardest thing for me is waking up early. Y'all see this right here? I moved my alarm clock right here. This is my alarm clock right here, right? I moved it all the way away from my bed because I was like, you know, I need to get out of the bed. I talked to somebody. She told me, okay, this is what's going to help you get up in the morning. She said, put your alarm clock away from the bed so you got to get up in the morning and walk to turn it off. I said, okay, girl, I'm going to do that. So I did that. Oh, it did not work. Tell you the truth, it don't work for me. I literally will get up 6 o'clock. This light comes on. I will get up, turn the light off. Turn the alarm off. I would try to keep the light on because it's like it's a sunrise lamp. So I'll try to keep the light on because I know that if I turn the light off, oh, I'm asleep for good. But I'll try to keep the light on and I'll turn the alarm off, and then I literally will go back to bed and go to sleep for another hour. So I told myself, I said, you know what, Meiana, this is what we're gonna do. Because I've been trying to do this for years. I'm telling you, I don't know what, it's just not in me. It's just not in me. So I said, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stop journaling before bed because I enjoy journaling. Journaling for me is like a motivating thing. Like, I'm like, I want to journal. I want to write. I want to do my page 33. I want to write before I go to bed. So I said, you know what? I'm going to write in the morning time. I'm not going to write during the night. So I said, I'm gonna take all my little sleep vitamins before I go to bed, and I'm going to write in the morning. Y'all, I've been trying it. I'll have a little bit of free time. Like, I've been trying it just a little bit. It's cool. But when I tell y'all this morning, I got up early because I wasn't feeling well this morning. So I got up early and I was just awake, right? And so why it hit 6 o'clock, because I woke up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, y'all, because I went to sleep early. I went to sleep early, y'all. It hit 6 o'clock. I said, okay, you know, I did my little journaling. I said, okay, we cool. We having a good time. And I said, you know what? I want to lay down. I said, I want to lay down. Y'all, when I tell y'all I lay down on the ground next to my heater, guess what time I woke up? 7 o'clock. I said, you know what? This is not for me. Do I have trouble falling asleep? No, girl. I love me some sleep. I don't got no trouble falling asleep, baby. My trouble is getting up. I literally, like, let me see. I can't show y'all my alarm clocks on my phone right now, but let me see if my old phone has. This is my old alarm clocks. Not all of these make sense, but literally this one 5:30, 5:34. I don't have any 5 o'clock alarm clocks anymore, but I used to. 5:30, 5:35, 5:40, 6:15, 6:30, 6:35, baby. I still wake up at 7. After all these alarms, I still will wake up at 7 o'clock. So 7 o'clock seems to be the time that my body wants to wake up. So I said, you know what? Let me stop trying to force myself. That's my problem. I'm trying to force myself to live in this culture. That's not who I am. I am not that person. Shasi said, I love cooking, so I went to cooking school and love every minute before and after. Aww. Shasi, what's your favorite thing to cook? You gotta give me a recipe. Are you in California? Oh, yeah. Oh, you talking that. You talking that DR. So, yeah. That's another thing. I'm like, see, this culture is messing up my leisure time. Because I want to wake up at really 8 o'clock. I wake up at 7 because I got to go to work. But I want to wake up at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock maybe. And this culture and these jobs, they trying to make me do the opposite. This is not me. That's the problem. You get up at 3 o'clock in the morning? When you say 3 o'clock, you mean 3 a.m. or 3 p.m.? Let me know. Beef Wellington. Ooh. Beef Wellington. My girl can cook. One time blue. Scott. What? GR said change that mindset. It's so hard for me because it's like, you know, I don't want to. That's the problem. That's how I know. It's like, because I don't want to. That's the thing about it. I know it's hard for me to change it because I don't want to. I don't want to change it. Because I'm like, that's not me. Like, I'm just like, I don't want that to be me. Like, I don't want to be the person waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Like, I don't. Like, that's not me. But 3 a.m. is crazy. You know, Scott, I'm proud of you. You know, continue to be motivational. You be on, who is OSG? Sleep longer on your days off? Oh, GR, you know for sure I do. Y'all, last Saturday, y'all know I haven't been going live on Saturdays, right? Last Saturday, I literally slept all day. I didn't get up until like 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. Like, seriously. When I tell you my body was restoring for real from these busy weeks, I'd be like, oh no. Gotta change the paradigm first, then everything else will follow. Can't is won't. Yeah, y'all. I'm just trying to tell myself, like, the reason why I don't want to change is because one day I'm not going to have to experience this. You know? Oh, yeah, for sure, Shasta. For sure. Y'all know what's crazy? I was on the phone with somebody and I was just telling them how overwhelmed I feel with all the things going on in my life right now. And the fact, like, this is literally why I'm doing this, because I enjoy leisure time. Like, I enjoy having free time. Seriously. I love my free time because I like to go to sleep. I like to get rest. I like to journal. I like to write. I like to go do whatever I want to do. I like to learn how to cook. I like to dress. Like, I used to literally change my outfit and just be in the house like 3-4 times in one day. Like, seriously, like, it used to be crazy. I used to just change clothes all day. And it's like, me feeling overwhelmed is really taking me away from me being me. Like, I'm like, how am I supposed to be me? Like, how am I supposed to live my life? This is not me. So this isn't, like, when I tell y'all, this is why this is so on brand for me talking about leisure, because that's who I am. And so I was talking to somebody about that and just, you know, how overwhelmed I was. Then the next day, one of my classmates called me crying on the phone, saying the same thing about how overwhelmed she was. Now, she has more things to be overwhelmed with than I do. Because she grown. I'm grown. But she grown, you know. Y'all know I'm 48. So, you cute in scrubs are dressed up. I don't wear scrubs. I don't think I've ever worn scrubs before. DRK friend, I need you to stop bothering GR. He said every woman look cute in scrubs. Shasta, why you saying girl? Girl, you look, oh, that's why you saying girl. You look 48. I do look 48, don't I? I was just at the, I was just getting some food the other day. And the guy, he was like, oh, you gonna show me your ID? And I said, well, normally, first of all, I don't like when people come at me crazy, number one. Y'all know I don't like when people come at me crazy. So I said, well, normally they ask for the ID. You coming at me crazy because you got the people back here watching over your shoulder. You should have just said, can I have your ID? So I said, yeah. But he said, no, what happened was he was like, oh, so you're not going to give me your ID? And I said, well, y'all normally ask for the ID. Why are you talking to me crazy? And so I was like, I know I look young, but black don't crack. He said, oh, I never heard that before. I said, okay, now you heard it today. Don't play with me. Scott, you better stop snitching. Snitches get stitches. Snitches get stitches, Scott. But yeah, I'm saying you better stop playing with me. I'm sick of looking at men that wear skinny jeans. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Y'all gotta get it, because the men who be wearing skinny jeans around me, they always act like some HANs. Scott, you funny. Don't wear skinny jeans, y'all. I'm telling y'all, something be wrong with these men that be wearing skinny jeans. I'm telling you. Unless you like, maybe if you like bisexual and you like to, you know, explore your options. I don't know. GR, did you notice the screensaver? Thank you, DR, baby. Scott said no grown man should own skinny jeans, much less put them on. I'm just noticing all the men who wear skinny jeans, they just are so sassy. Why are you so sassy? Coming at me crazy. Like I'm not gonna say something slick back. You talking to the slick Rick. Right, Rico? Look. This the screensaver, GR. Can you notice it? Maybe it's not noticeable. Maybe that's what it is. I need to make it darker. But I put the people skydiving. The people skydiving. Oh, you said sassy men, yeah, they get a pass. Yeah, like I don't care. You better stay. You act sassy with me, I'm gonna go off on you. They get pissed off at me because I'm not just sassy, but I'm also intelligent. So I'm gonna say something real sassy, and then I'm gonna back it up with evidence, and you gonna get mad because you ain't gonna have nothing to say. Y'all wanna know something for crazy? This is off topic of the leisure conversation. But the reason why I started to really have a strong dislike for men who wear skinny jeans is because my apartment manager wears skinny jeans. And he wears skinny khakis. More exactly, skinny khakis. And he get on my damn nerves. Because I told him there were some issues. And he tried to deny me and gaslight me like other people not telling me their issues too. And so I started sending letters to him, letting him know this is why you need to fix what the fuck I'm talking about. I told him exactly what he could do. I gave him suggestions. I told him you could send a poll out, a survey out to the apartment complex, because y'all just bought this apartment complex, coming over here changing stuff, ain't asking nobody for nothing. Y'all need to start asking people what they want if you're gonna be changing stuff immediately when you come and buy an apartment complex. I don't care if you own this. I live here. What the heck you think this is? So I was telling him, like, this is what you need to do. He was getting upset with me because I kept being on his ass. I don't care. I live here, and your changes to my living spaces is affecting how I live. So I had a meeting with him. Mind you, he came to the meeting like an hour late because he don't like me, and I don't care. I don't care if you don't like me. I like me enough for the both of us. So I set up a whole presentation because I wanted to be very extra. And also because, you know, my school, they have us do presentations all the time. So I said, you know what, I ain't paying for this degree for no reason. Let me use what I've learned. So I set up a presentation. I let him know why everything he said to me is incorrect. Y'all, I'm a Gemini. I can't help it. I always got to be right. So he told me, and I recorded the whole conversation without him knowing because I knew he was a liar. So I recorded our whole conversation, and he told me, for you, I will do blank, blank, blank. So I said, okay. I said, can you put it in an email, put it in writing, and send it to me? He said, oh, no, I'm busy. That's how I knew, okay, nigga, you lying. Heck, yeah, I got a landlord, the apartment manager, baby. He ain't a landlord, apartment manager. Yes, I gave him a PowerPoint presentation because he already had me messed up. He should be lucky I didn't go to the extreme like I was going to do. I was too tired to go to the extreme. So I went to the bare minimum. So he was like, well, I'll do this for you. So then I said, okay. He never gave me the email that I requested. He never gave me the follow-up to confirm that he was going to follow through, which is why I recorded the conversation, because I knew he was already a liar. That's why I don't like men who wear skinny jeans. So then I went up there every day for a week, every day for a week, and I said, hey, can you send an email? Because I'm a grown professional. Professional people send emails to verify that they're going to follow through what they said they was going to do. So obviously you're not going to send me the email. You're lying. You're not going to do it. So then guess who I started emailing? Because you think that I'm slow. I started emailing his manager, his boss, the company. I emailed the company. Guess what? Now, a month later, after me emailing the company, they want to start implementing all the stuff that I told them to implement. I told him to implement. I told him, hey, send out the surveys. Now they sending out 2 surveys. I told him, okay, I don't feel safe because y'all got me walking from Africa to America to get to my apartment complex because y'all want to implement stuff that ain't got nothing to do with me. Guess what? Now they hired a professional. I don't think it's professional, but they hired a new security guard. Thank God to the security guard, because he be the one who be, y'all know my neighbors be arguing, that they be having drama. He be the one to go and take the drama away. He be the one to be like, y'all need to go home. So thank God for me. Nobody's giving me my thanks. Nobody's giving my congratulations, because guess what? If I wasn't on their ass, y'all wouldn't have these things. So mind you, we used to have a security guard, but then I don't know, I think with the shift in ownership, they took it away, but then they gave us a new security guard. So I said, see, y'all better stop playing with me. And they still playing with me, but I told myself, you know what? I'm just going to move. I'm just going to move anyway, so who cares? And they're going to go to hell regardless. Because if you're lying like that, mind you, I'm really telling y'all what's happening. I'm not going to the extreme detail, but he sat up here, he told me in person, mind you, I told y'all I recorded it. He told me in person that he would follow through with what he said. Then he sent me an email after back and forth. He was ignoring my emails. He was ignoring me, trying to ignore me. Baby, you can't ignore a bad bitch like me. I'm being your face. So after all that, he sent me an email basically saying, we can't do that. So then I sent him an email. Everything he put in that email, I put a reason to why he was incorrect. Then I attached the recording, 1 minute recording of him saying the exact opposite of, we can't do that. He said, I can do this for you. I said, see, you got me fucked up. Guess who called me after that? His boss called me after that. I said, see, now I got you on your toes. You better stop fucking with me. And the thing about it is that I really didn't want to go that far, because I already had so much stuff to do. But the thing about it is he pissed me off. And he pissed me off because when I complained to him about the situation, he said, well, you're the only one complaining. You're the only one complaining. You're not going to talk to me crazy. You're not. So once I started to feel like he was being disrespectful because I was upset about my living experiences, that's when I had to take it to the 10th degree. I had to take it there. So, hey. What y'all talking about? Scott said they beef with everybody. Who you talking about? Geminis? Yeah, so y'all get to see petty Meiana. Now I really be trying to be chill, but I hate when people be trying to play with me like I'm somebody who just being rude to people. Like, I'm a human being. I can have emotions, and I'm not sitting up here beating people up. Like, come on, don't be disrespectful to me. Don't have me take it to the 10th degree. You say, you talking about the sassy man? Yeah, very sassy. Oh, y'all talking about sassy man, not Geminis. Love you, Shasta. You probably gone by now. She said PowerPoints work. Not for him. He was not fucking with the PowerPoint. But for him. She already said you don't have a channel. Oh, DRK talking about your channel name, please. DR, you so funny, bro. DR, I'm about to put you in a timeout for a second, because you got to stop asking people for stuff. You got to learn how to get it, you know? And let me sip the tea. You want to BCC? You want me to send you the emails? Hey, Zoe. GR said fight for your rights. That's exactly how I felt too. Like, I felt like the whole summer was me fighting for my rights with multiple different experiences. Like, I'm having a good day, babe. That's exactly what it felt like. I felt like I was fighting for my rights. And I'm like, I shouldn't have to fight for my rights. I literally felt that way, seriously. Like, I shouldn't have to be experiencing bullying in school. People trying to bully me. Y'all grown as hell. Bitch, you got the wrong bitch. I gotta cuss old bitches out on Zoom. Like, I'm cussing bitches out on Zoom. I'm like, this is not me. I don't like cussing people out. This is not me, but I'm cussing y'all out because y'all playing with the wrong one. Y'all think I'm gonna just sit here and be like this. I don't care. You're not gonna do that with me, sweetie. So yeah, that's a little story time for y'all. Of me having to go off on people who be trying to play with me. Yeah, I thought I timed you out. I gotta do it longer. You talking about what's your WhatsApp? Like, you gotta stop bothering people. Sorry, not sorry. GR, you are a hoot. A hoot. Yeah, y'all be feeling like people be trying to play with y'all. Never let anyone play with you. Always check disrespect. Exactly. I don't care if you Barack Obama, baby. Barack Obama and Michelle, you ain't gonna disrespect me. Y'all seen that one video of the basketball player talking to Barack Obama? Everybody was like, oh, he's so disrespectful. No. No, he's just being himself. He come from a culture that allows him to speak honestly without changing who he is in different environments. So yeah, y'all. I think tomorrow's conversation, because I'm more excited to do this conversation about marriage and leisure. Y'all know I told you that one study that they found that couples who spend more leisurely time together have a higher quality marriage. So I'm excited about that conversation. I'm thinking tomorrow. We've been on here for a little bit. I'm just so surprised with this YouTube stuff. But I'm definitely trying to get into a better mindset with it all. I am. But it be hard sometimes when you just, you know, when you the one. You the only one doing the work for yourself. Why my phone acting up? Oh my God. Might be time to change this. Y'all know I've been having some bad luck with technology. Thank God it's not too bad. Let me not say that. It ain't been bad luck. But it's just like the smallest stuff. I'm like, please, technology, stop acting crazy. You shut them down verbally? Yes. Oh, my phone is not. Okay, there we go. Yeah, and that's what I'm learning is to communicate with words and allow people to feel crazy. Allow people to feel stupid after my communication. And I'm really getting into my I said what I said. And I think I'm getting into that I said what I said mode because I had to say what I said with somebody. And I said literally that. I told them exactly what I was going to do and what I was not going to do and what they was not going to do. And when I said that, I said what I said. And then guess what? It happened perfectly. What I said happened. So I said, you know what? It's my I said what I said time. It's time for me to come into my prime. Period. I said what I said. And that's going to be my new favorite motto. I'm going to start saying it all the time. I said what I said. And that's what it is. And I don't care what you say. So here are some topics that I'm thinking about for our leisure conversation. So, of course, leisure in marriage and relationships. I think that will be the topic for Sunday. We're going to talk about leisure in marriage and relationships. We're going to talk about leisure in manifestation. But I think that will be in a couple of weeks. I don't think I'm going to do that soon. I think after leisure in marriage and relationships, we're going to talk about leisure in religion and spirituality. We already talked about leisure and culture, so we had that whole conversation today. And then Monday, we're going to talk about gender and leisure, but I think we're going to mix the gender and leisure with like the stats and trends for leisure, because I don't think gender is going to give a lot of information just based off of my own personal research so far. We're going to have a conversation. I think we can mix gender, leisure, stats, and the history of leisure together. And then we're going to talk about leisure and money. So understanding that just because people have more money does not mean they have more leisure time. Oftentimes more money equates to higher quality leisurely experiences, but it does not mean that you have more leisure time. Oftentimes it means you have less leisure time the more money you have, because guess what? You have more responsibilities to think about. We're going to talk about leisure and mental and physical health, which we kind of got into a little bit about it today. And we're going to also include the hierarchy of leisure. So I don't think that's a lot of conversations, but that's enough conversations to get this, to bring awareness to leisure and how it affects your everyday life. So if y'all have any topics that y'all are interested in yourself when it comes to leisure, let me know. And it, as well as if y'all have any other conversations that you're interested in. Oh no. If you have any other conversations that you're interested in, of course, John, we haven't heard your jokes in forever. Y'all let me know. Okay, yes, good conversation. Good, healthy conversation. Good, healthy conversation. Because we're manifesting positivity. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm really excited. Because it's just something about everybody keeps saying the marriage conversation. Something I was like literally not thinking about whatsoever. And then everybody started saying it. So I'm like, oh, let's talk about marriage now. Is some slight? Okay, some slight. I like some slight. What you about to say? So yeah, if y'all have any conversation topics that you're interested in, whether that be like manifestation, I don't know, what are men interested in? I don't know. Y'all tell me. Getting bad bitches. I don't know. Getting haircuts. I don't know. Mowing the lawn. Fixing patio doors. I don't know. What are y'all interested in? Making money. I tried to catch the fog earlier. I missed. I missed. No, for real, have you ever seen that movie, The Mist? Have y'all ever seen that movie? That's a good joke, John. I love it. I missed. You know what? This is actually good, John. I need to figure out where you get these jokes from. Because, you know, when you work with kids on the spectrum, they don't get jokes. They don't get jokes, you know? They don't have figurative language skills a lot of times. So I have to start saying more jokes to catch them off guard. Another side note, let me respond to that real Rico. You said that movie was crazy. That movie was crazy. It was a good movie. It was a good movie. Another conversation, y'all. So I've been doing this experiment. I don't know if I told y'all about this yet, but I'm gonna need to take a picture shot so I can show y'all on live one day. Maybe next week. If I try to remember, I could take a picture throughout this week and then show y'all next week or during the week. But I've been doing this experiment with my class. It's called the good apple, bad apple experiment. So what happens is you cut one apple in half and you put them in two different jars, like a jar like this. You cut it in half and then you put it in two different jars, right? And then you write bad on one apple and you write good on the other apple. So when you have a bad apple, you say bad things to the apple. To the good apple, you say good things. And you do it for like 30 days. You talk to it exactly. So I've been having my kids talk to it. So y'all know these kids are young. So some of them are nonverbal. So they'll just be like this to the bad apple. Or like this to the good apple. Or they'll be like, you're stupid. Or you're so smart. Or they'll be like, what these kids be saying, bro? They be saying some general, like they lingo. They be saying certain stuff in their lingo. I don't be remember exactly what the wording is. But just know it means you not cool. You're not cool. They're like, you're not smart. You're stupid. Y'all, the bad apple has started to mold. Hey, Everly, baby. The good apple has no mold on it. I have not seen mold on it. The bad apple has mold on it. And it's only been like, what, 3 weeks that we've been doing this? Y'all, it's crazy. I'm about to show y'all a picture. I was telling some of my friends about it, and they was like, oh, so what you do? Did you put lemon juice on the apple to make it stay? I said, girl, no, I'm telling you, it's the energy. You gotta, it's what you say. John, that's what I said. John, when I started this experiment, my heart was hurting hearing my students say all these mean things. So when we end it, I'm going to have a whole lesson on them apologizing to the apple. I know that sounds crazy, but they're going to apologize to the bad apple, and they're going to apologize for making the bad apple mold the way it did. 3 weeks is a long time. Yeah, the 4th week is going to be the last week because I'm going to redo it with my older kids. I'm going to redo with my older kids that I work with. So I'm excited to see them do it because they be on some different shit too. You wrote it in today? Ooh. Ooh. What, if you don't mind me asking, what journal prompt did you do today? I'm excited. Yes, but I only see them once a week. So it's not like they do it every day. They do it once a week. So that's literally one time a week, one class. That's the effect. The apple gonna tell them kids bad things. You know, when they start acting bad, I grab the bad apple and I be like, this how you acting. You acting like a bad apple. It's giving you motivation. Oh, I love that, Early. Keep going, baby. You're going to see major changes. Keep it up. Telling them every cuss word. Y'all know I actually had one of the kids at the beginning, the first day when they started. She said, you bitch. I said, hold up. I said, what did you say? She said, oh, nothing. I said, yeah, it better be nothing. Girl, what's going on in your mind? What the hell? But yeah, if y'all have kids who have bad behavior, that's why I did it, because they have bad behavior. They would be fighting each other. Like, I swear their behavior changed so much. And that's why I started this, because of last year when I would work with them, they would be fighting each other, kicking each other, screaming. It was crazy. I said, why y'all acting like this? What's going on? This doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So once I started doing that, and I started telling them, you treating your friends like a bad apple, look what happened to the bad apple when you treat your friends like the bad apple. So I haven't been seeing the terrible behavioral issues ever since I've been doing this. I had one kid, y'all know they be saying nice hands, nice hands. And they be like, put a bubble in your mouth. So I had to get onto one of the kids. I had to get onto him because he was just doing the most, y'all. That next week when I came in there, he said, I said, yeah, period. Period. I said, yeah, period, yeah. Show me good behavior. I love that. Then on that same day, one of the kids was acting up. So I had him stand in the corner, but not facing the corner. Have him stand in the corner like this. Wakanda forever, baby. Because why you acting up? You're not listening. So then he didn't want to do that. So then I had him stand in the front of the class like this. So I'm standing in the square. He didn't want to stand in his square. So then I took him by the arm and I dragged him around the class. Everywhere I moved, he had to move. By the end of the class, he like this. I'm like, you need to listen. And then I took him from the class when I got done, and he had to walk with me and carry my stuff. Yeah, he was tired. Let's see if he act up next time. I said, you wrong one, baby. Yeah, John, go ahead. You know, I'm just talking. Yeah, I be trying to be a good example. They be pissing me. No, I'm playing. I'm playing. I love the children. I love the kids. Y'all know I'm a mother. Son! My son is asleep back there. Y'all want to see him? Y'all see my son? Let me see. Can you zoom in? Y'all see my son? My son is asleep. Wake up! Wake up! Oh, he's asleep, y'all. He don't want to wake up. What's the joke, John? Sometimes yeah, for sure. I agree. But the thing about it is that you act up for attention. You're not going to like the attention I give you, baby. You're not going to like the attention that I give you. Because now you can't get no coloring sheets. And I'm dragging you. Or I'm just not going to pick you up no more. Don't, I can't really legally do that. But don't expect to see me. Because when most of the time when my students see me, they start jumping up and down. Like, yes. They be like, yes. They be so ready. I be like, okay, period. You said, my dad asked me the other day when the journal came out. And I told him he was really happy, I guess you could say. Oh, you told him that you got it from Meiana the Sage. Oh. I once knew a joke about amnesia, but I forgot how it goes. John. John. Me too. I forgot too. Early talking about we love color sheets. That's why I take them away. I be like, you can't color Sonic today, baby. No coloring Sonic. No coloring Labubu's. No more. Y'all want to talk about something else? What y'all want to talk about? Y'all know I don't be on here as much as often, so I'll be trying to see what y'all be doing. I'm trying to talk to y'all. What y'all be doing? Yeah, I don't understand the Labubu thing. Early said, don't you dare take them away. No more Labubus, baby. You can't color no more. Or I just stare at them. That's how you know how bold kids are, because I'll stare at them like this. And if a kid stare at you back without turning around, oh, they bold. They bold. I think 2026 is going to be my year, though. $2026 feels good. You said they bad, that's why. I don't be understanding y'all. I feel like 2026 feels good because 2025 was not a good year for me. If I can be so honest, like, the thing about life is I actually have a wonderful life. Like, the thing about it is I actually have a really great life. I'm not gonna lie. I really actually enjoy my life, you know? There are some things that I could definitely feel like I can tweak. But in all actuality, I am very grateful for my life. And I know that I have a good life. But when you want stuff, and this is what made me realize the importance of leisure even more, is because when I had a lot of leisure time, I manifested things quickly. Like, quickly. And I mean, like, a job to the T of what I wrote down in a week. You know, like the car, all the things. I noticed that this year, 2025, I have been the most stressed out that I've ever been. Ever. The most stressed out. And I know that I get stressed out when I start cutting people off. When I start cutting people off, that's when I know I'm getting stressed out, because I cannot deal with this bullshit and then deal with my bullshit at the same time. And so I started realizing these things are not coming quick. Like, it's not coming quick. And I realized it's because I don't have a lot of leisure time. That's how I feel. Y'all, is DR bothering y'all? Is DR... I don't want to block him. He's a consistent engager. But y'all let me know. Is y'all getting tired? For Rico, he said 2026 definitely gonna be dope. Y'all got any goals for 2026? You said me. Okay. You know, y'all know DR story. He said that he is Indian He does not have any family members. That's what he said. And he is also disabled and need money. So, you know, I'm trying to be empathetic. But you never know. He's always here. So that's why I'm like, fuck it. Hey, DR, what's up? What's his objective? I don't know. Barely said, huh? Girl, you know. He definitely wants some money, but he not gonna get no money off of this live. But you know what he gonna get? Some motivation. Some motivation. You said that makes sense? You said that makes no sense. Do what? That makes no sense. Oh, you said that makes no sense. It's okay. Y'all just ignore him. But do y'all have any goals for 2026? My goal is most definitely to move. My goal is to move to a better area. I'm super excited because I already know where I'm moving. Another goal that I have is to make more money. Always. Another goal that I have is to... What's a fun goal that I have? A fun goal that I have... I would love to get out the house more. Why am I moving? I'm moving because I'm tired of this place that I live in now. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go somewhere where I'm around people of like mind, not poverty mindsets, where people get their car stolen by their boyfriend's ex-girlfriend. Did I tell y'all about my neighbor? I told y'all that drunk with my neighbor. She got a new car. It's very populated, yeah. My neighbor, she got a new car. It's a nice car, too. I was hearing because her and her man and her man's friend was outside being loud as hell. So I went outside to be nosy. Because I was like, why they being so loud? I went outside. She got a new car. She's sitting out there. They talking around the car. And so I said, oh, girl, not you got a new car? She was like, yeah. She was happy. I said, oh, baby, you so happy. I hope that his ex-girlfriend don't come and steal this car, too. Oh, Lord. Excuse me, y'all. You said a popo in the store? Yeah. Objective is more late sleep time. What you mean, GR? I said, girl, not you done got a new car. You just giving her more things to steal and break from you. Hey, Patrice, I love you too, baby. I said, ooh, child. Then she said she was gonna move, baby. She ain't moved yet. I said, damn. You know, I like you. You cool, but I really was happy you was gonna move. The ghetto stuff, having your man over here loud as hell all the time. I'll be like, please. Why your man so loud? Why can I hear him all the way in my bedroom? And y'all outside. So, I said, you know what? That's her life. So, hey, everything for Naughty. Hey, baby, how you doing? That's her life. So, you're just going to have to let her be. Toxic soul tie, most definitely. Okay, shout out to Tennessee. Shout out to my country people from Tennessee. I'm doing well. It's a good day. You got a YouTube notification from him. What type of what you mean? What type of YouTube notification? He bothering y'all for real? Is it getting bad? Y'all saying I gotta block him? Return gifts from India. Block him, girl. Can y'all block other people on YouTube? You see I got God's energy from YouTube Studios. Block him, girl. Block him. You know, one time I actually went to a psychic. She was actually a BITCH. She was a palm reader. And she was like, you were a goddess in your past life. She was real, you know, but she was saying some nice things. Cause I was like, how do you read palms? You know, I was interested. She was like, it's passed down, you know, it's natural for me. I'm like, but you don't know how you do it? Like, you don't have enough to say, okay, this is how I do it? Because when I started getting into psychic readings, the person who got me into it, I asked her, well, how do you read psychic? Like, well, how do you read without the cards? And she told me, meditate. She told me, like, this is how you do it. She showed me some stuff. I'm like, if you know how to do something, to be a master of something, you have to be able to teach it. You can't teach it. How do I know what you're doing? Just because you're saying that I'm a goddess. That's one way I feel like some women get caught up with these tarot readers, because some tarot readers, all they sit up here and tell you is, you so pretty, you so smart. And these just want to be validated so bad. They be like, oh, this tarot reader is so amazing. I'm not a type of tarot reader. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you what I see. I have a spiritual eye in your hand, in my hand. What's that mean? Y'all want to read my palms? Y'all know ChatGPT can read palms. That's what it say. Have y'all ever had a palm reading? In your feet? Hi, Thinokun. Hey, good morning. A vid that I made of a movie mascara and say return. Oh my god, y'all. I'm sorry, that is hilarious. DRK, he be on y'all. That's crazy. Oh my god. You need a palm reading? You might. You go to ChatGPT first. Send him a picture of your palm. Tell him to go study being a palm reader and then read your palm. It's early grab. You don't get to blocking. If you start getting fearful of somebody on the internet, just block them, baby. Shouldn't nobody scare you too bad, baby. You just block them. Y'all don't know what I was doing before I got on here? Oh, thank you, Thinokun. I was watching Mona Leo. Y'all know Mona Leo is my favorite rapper. Thanks, friend. Y'all know Mona Leo is my favorite rapper. She got married today. Y'all, I was actually crying. I was bawling, crying. I was trying, because I was getting ready to come on live. So I was like, let me not cry too much, because then I'm going to ruin my makeup. But she got married today. I'm from America. Literally, she got married today. And her husband, when she was walking down that aisle, that man was boo-hoo crying. He was boo-hoo crying. As soon as he got up there, he was crying. I said, watching a man cry had me crying. You could tell that Mona Leo was holding it together. She looked like she was holding it together pretty well. But I was like, black love. Like, it's just so beautiful. And then she met, like, her wedding was very unique. She had a pink dress. And instead of having, like, flower girls, she had, like, her grandmothers be the flower girls. You're from Sri Lanka? Who she married? Have you ever heard of Stunner for Vegas? I'll show y'all pictures. Because y'all know, I love me some Mona Leo. Like, I love her down. I said, man, she, like, I've only been to, like, one wedding. And I was a kid. Oh, my God, look at her. This is Mona Leo. Now she over here. Yeah. She gotta situate. Right, John? Y'all gonna be at the wedding. Y'all gonna get the wedding invites. You can't block them, girl. How you can't block them? You should be able to block anybody. Let me see. So that was Mona Leo. And then her husband is... Let me show y'all her husband. So this is her, like, this is her husband. and they have a kid together. He wore pink too. The wedding thing was pink. Let me see. This is him. Johnson, I'm gonna cry. He has 511 subs. He do? Maybe because he just be around people's lives all day commenting the same thing. Early, don't be scared, baby. He's not gonna find where you at. This is the wedding. Look. Hold up. Let me make sure. Okay, this is when she was walking down the aisle. Starting for Vegas for sure. You keep talking about India. Early, stop. You making me laugh. This is hilarious. Her wedding looks so beautiful. Like, let me fast forward this, cause baby, you could look at him. He was crying. He was crying, bro. Was crying. I said, that's so cute. He could not. This is Mona Leo. This is my favorite. This is one of my favorite rappers, y'all. He a rapper too. They both rappers. You see, he just cannot stop crying. Yeah, he a rapper too. I think he was a rapper before she was a rapper. Let me see. Oh, not everybody posting it. She had over 100,000 people in the live. She had over 10 million likes on TikTok. I said, wow. That's crazy. This is their family. Yeah, I think he got a son with the baby. This their family. That's their son. Is that their son? This must be an old picture. Cause they son big. Okay, here, I'm sorry. This is the last one. This one they said I do. Hey, you Shakola. This one they said I do. I said, oh, that's so cute. I said, oh my God. I was bawling tears. I was like, oh my God, that's so beautiful. That's the second wedding I was able to attend on live. So I gotta start going to more weddings. I just ain't never been invited to a wedding. I don't really know too many people who's getting married. Yeah, I was definitely crying more than she was because I didn't see not one tear. But I could see why because she was already crying a lot before the wedding because she was posting it. She was talking about it, you know. She was talking about it. Come here. No. So I was like, man, that's beautiful. It's beautiful. And she's young. She's like 25, 24. She's like 24 or 25. Man, I'm telling you, Mona Leo, she got bars for days. Like, I'd be like, Mona Leo, I'm sorry, y'all. DR actually makes me laugh. I'm sorry, y'all. This make me laugh. Y'all let me know. I know Early said he bothering her, but it's kind of funny to me. Because like I don't know him, you know? So what's my favorite song? Ooh. Passenger Princess. She said, Passenger Princess, bitch, I'm precious cargo. Hood bitch. So I'm still gonna hang up out that car though. So definitely Passenger Princess. I like all of her songs. I listen to her music in the morning. Sometimes it gets me going. She be like, I'm putting you down. Big Leo, the talk of the town. This ass so fat. I'm going round for round. I'm a dog. He is too. Yeah. My dad might be proposing to his girlfriend when we go to Arkansas on vacation. Ooh, girl. Tell me more. Tell me more, girly. Nah, she definitely is the inspiration. Because her bars hit. Like, when I tell you they hit, I literally was listening to a song. I gotta find it. Let me find the lyrics. I was listening to her song, and I was listening to it for a couple of weeks, and it took like a couple of weeks for me to get this one particular part. I said, oh my God. Like when I got out, I was like, oh my goodness. Let me see if I can find it. You know how you be telling your jokes, JR? I mean, JR, what the hell? John. John, you know how you be telling your jokes? That's how she is, but in the raps. That's how her raps be hitting, because you be like, ooh. Okay, the Sage is a good rap name. Y'all go to the top of the mountain. You know, I'm African American, so the top of the mountain remind me of Sheila. But you tell me how that go for you. I know you don't know who Sheila is, girl. Different age, different cultures. Don Julio, actor Julio, check out your motherfucking phone. That's how you do me, ho? Of course. Everything for Nadia, of course. I listen to every single one of her songs. Okay, Everly, I'm happy for you, babe. Let me know more. You want to do a song with me, or you want to do a song with Mona Leo? Which one you mean? Either way, it's fine. So this is the one. She said, oh, you said me. Let's do a song, babe. We lit. So she said, I'm a dog, kids too. We going bone for bone. Okay, hold up. I forgot. It's people in the chat. I gotta be in moderation. Zero Rico. Of course. That's the only thing going up a mountain remind me of, baby. I do not have positive beliefs about going up a mountain with couples. So, but like I said, different ages, different cultures. Because you know Tyler Perry, black people culture for sure. I was going to put up lyrics, but I forgot. So I'm not going to put the lyrics up. Because I have to be appropriate for the conversation. But I can talk around it. Find a beat. Don't play. Not, no, hold on. Let me. It's okay. You want to hear a beat? Let's listen to an instrumental beat. Y'all want to rap? Instrumental copyright. Because we don't want to get copyrighted now. Rap beats. Y'all riding four-wheelers up there? Okay, baby. They the best movies. They something else. That's just something else for sure. Okay, this for you, John. You asked for the rap beat, didn't you? Let's see. Users asked to use for diss tracks. Y'all know the new the new YouTube AI said users asked to use this for a diss track. Who we dissing? My apartment manager. Okay, y'all ready? You said 16 bars? Hold up. I'm on YouTube Live. We getting lit. I hope y'all got some medicine so you don't get sick. We getting wobbly. I'm gon' diss somebody who not on this live because they miss. You missing out. I'm from the... I don't know. I'll leave it at that. That was 16 words. I had 16 words for y'all. 16 words. Who ready? Who want to go next? Who want to go next? Y'all not gonna have me acting a fool on this live. I do that for y'all. I do that just for y'all. Because can't nobody else have me on live acting a fool. Nobody. Nobody. But yeah, y'all. I love y'all. Hey, Bruce. Shout out to Papa New Guinea. Early said she dying. I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad that I can make y'all laugh tonight and put a smile on your face. Come here, baby. Come say hi to your aunts and uncles. Come say hi to your aunts and uncles. Your yunties and yunkles. Your YouTube aunts and YouTube uncles. My son says hello. Say hello to your yunts and yunkles. Whew. This is another reason why I sleep so well. Don't let him come sleeping next to me, baby. I'm knocked out. It's a he. This is a boy. He's a boy. This is my son. The one and only prince to the kingdom that I am building. Okay, getting on the boat. Okay, period. Have fun early. Enjoy. I love that for you. I need to go get me a boat. I need to get me on the boat, girl. You hear him purring? Yeah. He likes when I like hit him like this. If y'all have cats, y'all gotta hit him like real firm. Like he will literally, he gets so like aggressive, like because he be like he be trying to like force me to keep going. I don't have, girl, we got legs. I just need to find me a boat to get on. It's okay. We're gonna find us a boat. We're gonna go tubing. We're going to go tubing one day. I like me a little tubing. It's fun. But no, I'm actually going to have a down weekend this weekend. I'm going to just relax, do my hair. I don't know what I'm going to do to my hair yet, but when I get off of live, I'm going to take my hair down so that I can do something to it. I'm excited because I need a new hairstyle so bad. Hey, Truth. I'm hearing ringing in my ear. I need a new hairstyle real bad. I'm so tired of wearing this hairstyle. It's cute, but it's old. But, yeah, y'all. I made it to 2 hours today, y'all. I'm pretty proud of myself. Okay, she said, bye, Pookies. Okay, baby, bye, girl. Oh, Truth said, what's up, fam? Where Time at? We got Truth. Where's Time at? You was writing something? What you about to write the rap, John? I'm trying to hear it. You write it, I'll rap it for you. So people can put a voice to it. Oh. You at work? Ooh. 12 hours. Okay. He said you not patting. It's time to go. Black color cats believed to bring you good luck. Ooh, I love that. You said play the beat? Okay, I got you, friend. You know, in America, they consider bad luck.
There's the cover my leak cover-up, or there's the Tampax.
Okay. Can y'all skip the ads? Heck of ads. Y'all, what y'all eat for dinner? What y'all eat for dinner? What's my favorite thing to do in my free time? Scroll, journal, watch movies. That's what it's been lately. As of lately, those have been my top hobbies. Scroll, journal, watch movies. You about to eat? What you about to eat? Pizza? Some pizza sound good. Here you go, John. I'm just gonna play a little bit for you. I can't play the whole song. That'd be too long. This is definitely the song that's gonna get you working. Some McDonald's sound good. Some chicken nuggets. $5 meal deal. Okay, John, you got the beat? You got the beat, friend? Y'all haven't eaten anything yet. But you know what sounds so good? Some Cheesecake Factory. Or some tacos. Some chicken nuggets. Anything really at this point. Just give me some food. Just give me the food. But y'all know what I've been doing a lot more lately? Trying to build my relationship with God. You know, build the bond. I said, you know, I do so much. I just need to pray a little bit more. I'm not a big prayer. You know, I'm an affirmations girl. This is what I want, let's get it done type of girl. But I said, you know, do a little prayer every now and again. It's not like I don't believe in God. Let's go ahead and build the relationship. So I said, okay. Here. What's up? What's tea? What's good with you? You know? That's how I talk, though. My cousin had her baby daughter at 5:30 that morning. Oh, congratulations. Oh, congratulations to your cousin. That's so beautiful. Y'all, my phone is about to die, y'all. Oh, it's literally about to die. I got 1%. Oh my God. Y'all, I think it's time to go. Y'all hear my stomach? It's like, girl, we hungry. We gotta get some food. Y'all, ignore the stomach growls. Graceland, shout out to Graceland. Shout out to the new babies. Shout out to all the new babies and all the women carrying them. Okay, you said shout out to Sage. Can't judge me, gotta read through the page. Okay, period. Different frequencies, gotta get on my wave. Not from Atlanta. We used to be brave. Is that a team in Atlanta? Affirmations got me feeling like I want to change. Okay, I got you. I'm gonna rap it on the beat. Okay, y'all ready? Might just have to make this the intro. Okay, y'all ready? Yeah. What? Yeah. Shout out to Sage. Can't judge me. Gotta read through the page. Different frequencies. Gotta get on my way. I'm not from Atlanta. We used to be brave. Affirmation got me feeling like I wanna be changed. Hey, hey, hey. Mind y'all, if y'all want the beat for yourself, this is the beat. Okay, y'all feel lit? Y'all feel the litness? We getting turned up tonight. It's Friday. Y'all, I hope y'all have a good Friday evening. I hope y'all enjoy y'all's life and y'all's manifestations that's coming, because they're coming. We're going to boss up, glow up. We're going to be on our P's and Q's. Life is happening in the best ways for us. Life is working out in our favor at all times. And we are relaxing. We are getting into the flow states. We are allowing life to attract the things to us that we want and that we desire. And we're doing it in a great way. Oh, you got a different flow. See, that's the issue. We got technological barriers. But y'all, I'm gonna have to get up off of here. I really enjoy spending time with y'all. Thank y'all for coming out tonight, talking, involving, and getting engaged in the conversation. As usual, I really appreciate you guys. I hope you guys enjoy your evening. Catch me Sunday. Catch me Sunday. And we'll continue our conversation. We'll talk more about marriage, because that's what's happening. We're getting married. Yay. Talk to you later. Love you too, friend.